Sakyamuni Buddha, dear monastic sanghas, and all Zen practitioners. And right now is our last Dharma talk and Q&A for the 5th day of June 2025 retreat. So we basically continue to focus on the how to trust in our own mind. So it's very important that how we able to understand and practice the raising the doubts. So this is the practice, not about contemplation. The practice of contemplation is gradual practice. Is based on the subject and object. And at the end of this contemplation practice, they have to sweep out the objects. So basically, the practitioners need to, if they practice contemplation, they at the end they have to sweep out the subject and object. But it's going to be really difficult for them to leave subject and object because they already in this binding of the subject and object. So from the tradition foundational practice to the general practice, they also practice this gradual path. So when we're talking about the Zen practice, this is the practice that it take over, go beyond the subject and object, and because of our practitioners' minds, we always get stuck or attached to the path. So when we're talking about the Huatou, and the Huatou is the beginning of thoughts, but right now we are in this we are like chasing after the thoughts all the time. So this is based on the foundational ignorance. We cannot able to leave the original foundation of ignorance. So when we practice, we're able to see this the attachment to something that we seek, something that we gain, something that we fear in our path. So in the guideline of the practice of the Zen tradition, how do we know that we practice? How do we know that we get doubts? So basically, we just need to focus on this doubt, and the doubt is basically it's gonna sweep all these desire to know. So that's when we're able to get to the head of the Huatou. Because right now we are always chase after the Huatou. We already the birth of the seed already given always. So we basically build this great doubt from the very tiny drop of doubt, just like the drop of water can fill up the tank. So people, they use in this practice, people maybe say, the Zen master say that we use a don't know mind to practice, and then practitioner, it basically hold on to this don't know mind, but that is not the doubt. That is not the right practice, and eventually practitioners maybe fall into this quietness of the mind, and they maybe folly think that they achieve something, and they think they go beyond form and formless. So this is a practice that able to see the very difference between the subject and object all the time. So when we practice this, when we get great doubt, it's gonna shut down the subject and object by itself, and it's gonna we always longing for the subject and object, and there's no other ways. We have to learn and practice and just continue. So just aware of that, when your mind start to get into this something that we want to gain, something that we want to seek, that's something that we want to achieve, and something that we always fear. And this is when we able to see, look or reflect our own practice all the time, and then we're able to see that how we practice. Otherwise, we easily fall into this wrong practice. So that is something that I want to remind everyone in your practice. And right now, anyone who has any question, please raise your hands. I would like to ask Nan Huệ Đạt. Go ahead, ask a question. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha, dear thầy, dear monastic sanghas, and every Zen practitioners. And right now, I want to ask you about trust in our own mind. And we ask the question, and we get into the doubts, and it's gonna take us all the way to the beginning of the Huatou. So in the Lotus Sutra, the Devadatta, the cousin of the Buddha, is how is his practice able to help him achieve the enlightenment? So when you reach to the true Tao, so the true Tao, sometimes the true Tao also has the kind of the conflict within. So all the four achievements of the arhats, basically they have to go through like the arhatship, 7 lives until they achieve the arhatship. So that still based on the subject and object of the so the first result of the arahatship is that the practitioners to have 7 lives, and the second result of the arahatship is to has 1 life to return, and that's still the self attachment. So Anaham is basically the third result of the arahatship. The third level of the hardship is return, no more returning into. So this is based on the achievement of destroyed the ignorance. Only get rid of the body, no returning of birth and death. So the absolute rebirth, absolute practice to achieve the Buddhahood, there's still way to go. So when they're able to achieve this absolute Buddhahood, then they still have the teachers to remind them to continue the path. Otherwise they just stuck in the arahatship, and that's it. So they're gonna take them for a very long time before they can meet the Buddha again to show them the path to the absolute. So therefore, if you still have this achievement in the arahatship, is only still there's way to go. So the attachment to the arahatship, and the Buddha want practitioner to continue to move up to the absolute, to the Buddhahood. So the four levels of arahatship is sotapanna, and the second level of the arahatship is sakka damigami, and the third one is anagami, and the fourth one is arahanta. So the next person, please ask a question. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha, and dear Sangha, and every practitioners. So my question is about, when we ask the question, that Huatou question, and we don't even know what we asked about. And sometimes we don't remember the question to ask. So can you explain why we get this kind of situation? So when you practice and you don't get discursive thoughts, and maybe your mind fall into the non-abiding. So the experience of non-abiding is you don't feel suffering, you don't feel emotionally pain or physical pain, but that's not it. Is this quietness state of mind is maybe practitioner love to stay in that state of mind. So this is no good for practitioners. You need to return and ask the question clearly. And because when you're stuck in the quietness of the mind, that is state of attachment, right? When you really attach to this quietness, your mind is really love in stay in that state of mind. So when the Buddha, he escaped the palace and went into the wood and practiced, he met this meditation teacher to help him to achieve uh, to the very highest form of meditation, which is very no form, no or formless, no form and formless state of mind. And this teacher want the Buddha to stay and practice with him, so they can lead this sangha. And the Buddha see that that's still the the, the self attachment in it. So the Buddha finds that it's not it. It's not the absolute practice. So when the Buddha was when he was 7 years old, he witnessed this the time of farming ceremony. He witnessed this the cycle of or the pyramid of animals eat each other, and just like the worm being eaten by a chicken, and a chicken eaten by a hawk or eagle, and the eagle shot down by a human arrows, and the human been eaten by tiger and lion, and we go in circle. And he was very at peace when he was 7 years old, when he was in this meditation. So when he left the palace and practiced in the wood, and he remembered that experience when he was 7 years old, and he tried to cultivate that again, that peace with him. But beside that, he still have this doubt about life, how things can go beyond this metaphysic state of mind. So at the end of life of his teaching for 49 years, he ended up taught this absolute teaching on the Vulture Peak when he raised this lotus flower. to his disciples. So only Mahakasipa was the only one who recognized this transmission of teaching of no words, absolute teaching. So from there, the absolute teaching have been passing down to from Mahakasipa to all the way to this current day. So the practice is not about abiding in the calm, abiding peace, and we want to try to avoid the noise, the chaotic world, so that we can find the peace, the calm, the quietness. So why don't we practice? Why don't we, practice to make our mind to go back to the quietness or peace? But in reality, that our true mind, our pure mind, never in the chaos. Our mind is always pure and quiet and bright all the time. But because we attach to our worldly mind, we attach to the worldly subject and object, and that's how we create all the suffering in our life. So there are no way we can get rid of the birth and death. There's no death and there's no birth. So this is the teaching that the Buddha confirmed in his Prajna, the Heart Sutra. So if you want to truly realize the birth and death, you have to return to your true nature. But right now, if we just find between quietness and chaos, then there's no way to end this cycle. So do you understand? Yes, I do. Thank you. None Huệ Đạt, please ask the question. So when my mind, think that trust in my own mind, and that is enough for me to continue for the practice. And time for practice, I go and practice. Time to listen to the Dharma talk, I listen. So I feel that I have enough content with everything, and we don't need to share. We don't need to get close to the Zen teachers, and basically we think we have enough, so we don't want to progress. So how's that gonna be like? So never use this mind of with the speculation that, so when we practice this, we have to be really careful from the patriarch time or the ancient time. The practitioners always try to stick with the Zen teachers or the true teachings, they never feel enough. They always want to stay with the Zen master until the Zen master, kick them out. They don't want to leave. So when we practice this, we have to really continuously keep the fire going. We cannot make the fire go out. So same thing with the practice. We have to keep it up all the time. Just like when you cook something less sweet rice, and if we don't keep up the fire, and you don't feel in the water, and it's gonna burn the cake. So just like the incubation of the chicken, the chicken always try to keep the eggs warm all the time. So the chicken, know what it's doing with when it incubate is the eggs. So it's really concentrated on keeping the chicks, hatch. So they want that's why they always, stay in touch with the heat. So right now, we in this practice, sometimes people they challenge us. They say something unpleasant to us, and we feel very sad. We feel very shameful. We feel all the negative emotions, and we don't focus on our practice anymore. So when people try to challenge us, we already fail. So if we continue with our practice, we're able to go beyond whatever people say. We can go beyond, and we don't get emotional damage easily. So do you understand? Taiwan, please. Next. Dear monastic sangha and all the Zen practitioners, I listened to this Zen master Likwa. I'm sorry, not Likwa. Uh, Whaley. So when I heard this part of so everything created by the mind, all the objects, subject, they are all equally the same. So I don't truly understand this. Because when we usually get stuck in the form. So when the Buddha say non-existent, to to um, to detach our ideas of existence. So when we say no bird, we attach to no bird. So the Buddha have to say that there's bird. Or and there's no death. We attach to no death. So the Buddha has to say bird. So we um, so the emptiness is basically non-form or form, or light or non-light. So when we attach, we chase after the words. We cannot see the true reality. So we when we're not able to understand this, we're not able to see our own true nature. So like the Buddha have been taught, for 49 years. And at the end, he said that he didn't say a word after 49 years. There's no such Dharma for Gathagata teach. So all the teaching have been taught by the Buddha. At the end, he said that he didn't say a word. So what does that mean? So because we get stuck in the teaching, his teaching, so whatever he say, we get attached to it. So we have to realize this. So when we attach to this, and the Buddha say that, and when the Buddha say that, we attach to that, and the Buddha have to get rid of that. So all this fake medicine to help get rid of the fake illness. So in the in the one of the sutra that say that there's no such we attach to the subject and object. So that's why the Buddha tried to negate both of them. So thank you. Vitamin G. Dear thầy, I would like to ask this question on behalf of one of the practitioners. I think you already explained this, but I want to ask you again. What this practitioner have been participating in this retreat for the 5th time, and he really liked it. So this Zen practitioner experienced this when she was in a meditation hour, and she realized that she was able to get up and run out, but realized that everyone is still in a meditation. So what is her obstacle? So this actually is not a really big obstacle, it's a small obstacle. This Zen practitioner is very new to this. When she was trying to get up and go out during the meditation hour, and because she looked at everyone still sitting, so then she start to sitting down again. Because this guideline, everyone was sitting, so she was able to control by this guideline. So when people they receive the precept, they're gonna follow the precepts, and that's gonna help them to pay respect the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. So because of the three jewels, they help the practitioners adjust to or get rid of the negative habits. So this is basically is only tiny bit of the habitual patterns. So there's no big deal. There are more big habits still come. Is there any other questions? If no one else asks a question, I would like to ask the next question. Her total question is, all Dharma return to one, and where does one return to? Is that one is our mind, and mind is something belong to us, is us. So where's all these thoughts arise? Where the thoughts coming from? So so samatha meditation, or what method of the practice? So her practice is basically she got lost in her practice, and it wastes all the time in the practice because she tried to find the answer. This is not a practice. So this is basically the fundamental errors by every new practitioners. So we try to find out a lot of things when we ask a question. So that's okay. Just return to the ask the question clearly. So ask this question: all the Dharma return to one. Where does one return to? So to continue to allow the doubt to continue to rise. So all the habits are gonna exhaust by themselves. And otherwise, you let this habits arise, and all these discursive thoughts arise, then you're not able to continue with the energy of doubt. So it's just like this analogy that when you draw something is with the mistakes, with the errors, we just need to use the eraser to erase that part and continue with the draw. So same thing with our practice, we just need to recognize that if we fall into the wrong practice, we need to start over again. So that's why the Zen master or the patriarchs usually they say that it's really really precious in the practice when you're able to continue raise the doubts. So when you have all these habits or the habitual patterns or the discursive thoughts, it's gonna get rid of all your doubts. And because of the guidelines and all these teachings from the Zen teachers, the patriarchs, it's gonna support the Zen practitioners able to continue open the mind for the practice, and that is how practitioner able to overcome all the obstacles and the distinction or discrimination of the mind between the subject and object. Is there any other question? Miss Yuan, sorry, we have run out of time. Thank you, everyone. So we are going to do the walking meditation and have dinner. Thank you.